Hi, this is Nick from Snappa, and today I'll be showing you guys how to recreate the graphic that you see on the screen here. So first off, let's add a background. So we'll navigate to the Backgrounds tab in the top left here. We can choose to add an image background, a pattern background, we can upload our own, or we can add a colored background. So once we have the color tab here, I can click on it, and actually can type in the hex code that I want, or I can choose a color from the color picker. The next thing we want to do is add the Facebook logo on the left side. So I'll navigate to the graphics tab. I'll search for the Facebook logo, so I'll type in Facebook. Once I have the right one, I'll click on it, and as it appears on the canvas, I'm going to resize it so that it fits the graphic, and then I'm going to change the color fill from black to white. So the next thing I want to do is add a call to action at the bottom, so I'll navigate to the Shapes tab. I'm going to click on the rectangle, and as it appears on the canvas, I'm going to drag it down, decrease the size, and then extend it all the way across the graphic. From here, I'm going to move this layer back behind the Facebook logo, so I'll click Move Layer Back. Once I have that, I'm going to change the color to the color of choice, and I can begin to add text on it. So now I'm going to add text to the call to action, so I'll navigate to the Text tab in the top left. I'll click Add a Subheading. Once that's on the screen, I will click on it, type in the text that I want. From here, I can change the font size to the font size of choice. I can also change the font style to the font style of choice, in this case Quicksand. Once I have that, I'm going to change the font color to white. And then I'm going to decrease the size of the text box, and then drag it down to the box below. Okay, so now that I have the basis of my graphic, I can begin to add my event info inside the graphic. So I'm going to navigate to the Text tab in the top left here. I'm going to click Add a Heading. From here, I'm going to double click on the heading and type in the text that I want. I'm going to change the font size to 42. I'm also going to change the font style to the font style of choice, in this case Railway. I'm going to bold the text and change the font color from black to white. And I'm going to reduce the size of the text box. Once I have the right size, I'm going to center it to where I want it to be on the graphic. The next thing I want to do is add a border around this heading. So I'm going to navigate to the Shapes tab. I'm going to click on the rectangle. I'm going to resize the rectangle to be just more than the heading. And then I'm going to change the solid color to no fill. And I'll add a border. So I'll do solid border. From here, I'm going to change the color of the border from black to white, and then I'm going to increase the border stroke to about 4. From here, I can then recenter it and reposition it to where I want it to be. Okay, so the last thing I want to do now is add the date and add a bit more event information. So I'm going to navigate to the Text tab. I'm going to click Add a Heading. From here, I'm going to tap on the heading, type in the text that I want, and then decrease the size from 72 to 26. Once I have that, I'm going to change the font style to the font style of choice. So Sanchez once again, and I'll change the color from black to white. Once I have that, I'm going to reposition it over the text box. I'm also going to decrease the size of the text box and then reposition it. Once that's in place, I'm going to duplicate this layer, and I'm going to type in Facebook Live event with Snappa. Center it a bit more, and there's the graphic. So that's it for today's episode of the Snappa design tutorial. If you're looking to create graphics within less than 5 minutes, head over to snappa.com today.